Hi, my name is Melissa Shortino. Welcome to the Boss Lady M and my series of videos on leadership and influence for my thesis project in my master's degree at Northeastern University. I chose the topic of leadership because that is what my degree is going to be in, and I find the topic to be fascinating. What I'd like to talk to you about today is specifically leaders. They're mysterious. There's an aura of how does one become a leader? How does one become a better leader? And one of the topics that we discussed and learned about when it comes to the theories of leadership and the different ones and how they developed is whether or not a leader is born or made. I find this topic to be very interesting because I think it's a little bit of both, although it leans more in one direction than the other. So leadership, being born a leader, is something that a lot of people kind of perceive leaders to be. And I think that there are definitely traits that leaders are born with, skill sets, things that they excel at that really add to being a competent and strong leader. So that is actually called the trait theory of leadership, and that states that leaders are born. Certain characteristics such as confidence and the ability to influence, even manipulate, and all these different competencies that can really push a leader forward. You think of these natural leaders like Steve Jobs and Sir Richard Branson. And then the other side of the thought process is, can leaders be made? Because certainly we have skill sets that we can develop and strengthen. And if you have those things that perhaps you can take to a higher level, then you can, of course, increase your leadership abilities. And that is where the theories kind of shifted to as time went and leaders were studied. So I think that is a topic worth thinking about and analyzing in yourself. What are your strengths? Where can you be stronger? And should you focus on increasing your weaknesses into strengths, or actually taking your strengths to an even higher level? And that's a video topic that we'll get into in another one of my videos. That was one of the most fascinating things I think I learned so far in my program. So, food for thought: leaders born, leaders made, or a combination? I think the combination makes the most sense. And I think if you look at personality and your personality traits, can help you figure out what you need to develop, improve upon to strengthen your leadership skills. For me, my personality, based on the testing that I've had done, for example, my Myers-Briggs personality type is an ENTP. We're called the visionaries, and it's a very small percentage of the population that not only have this personality type, but also especially have females who have this personality type. But I am able to see the bigger picture in most of how I view the world and business and even education. And that's something that I work to improve because that's great for strategizing. But on the other end, details can be very complicated for me. I struggle with breaking that down into smaller pieces. So you can see the yin and yang of the positive abilities and competencies. So video number 1, leaders, are they born or can they be made? I think it's a combination. I think even if you're not born with leadership traits, you can become a leader if you focus on what needs to be strengthened within you and how you interact. Next topic will be a surprise. Perhaps I'll touch upon the weaknesses and strengths conversation, or maybe we'll talk about transformational leadership or behavioral leadership theories. Until next time, thank you.